topic is going to be how coronavirus actually helped me become more minimalistic. So, one of my goals this year that I made in January was to become more minimalistic with my living and more simplified, so that I didn't have excess stuff. So, right before COVID, I was selling some of my furniture, I was selling my clothes, I got rid of a majority of my clothes, I got rid of a majority of my things, and then I became sick with COVID, and I was left with just my bare minimum. And it's so interesting because I had no idea that this was going to happen. So the impact of having COVID and becoming minimalistic is it actually forced me to live with less, because I was in isolation and I couldn't be around anyone. So I couldn't use washer dryers anywhere. So I had to basically use the same clothes for about 70 days. So it was like 70 plus days before I could use any washer or dryer. So you can only imagine, with the bare minimum amount of clothes and towels and socks and other things, that I started to run out. I had to ration everything, including my food. So because I had to ration my towels and my clothes and my soap and my different types of food products, I really truly learned what it was like to live simply. And it's kind of funny because that was something I really wanted to learn, and it honestly promoted more gratitude within me. It promoted me not being wasteful with my food or my clothes, and it just really promoted me learning how to live more simply and just appreciate the smaller things. And I'm so grateful that being forced to be in isolation without a washer and dryer for a few months, and also not knowing where my food is going to come from, because I was fully dependent on other people bringing my food, but I didn't like to ask people. I asked my family a few times, but I tried not to ask people because I felt bad having people come like weekly for months to bring me food and groceries. But what was so cool was I didn't have to ask. People did it by themselves, and it was just so lovely. But the whole point is, I didn't know if someone would randomly text me the next week and be like, hey, I'm at the grocery store, can I pick you up anything? So I had to ration my foods, thinking that someone might not text me. And that's where I learned gratitude and appreciation and thankfulness and living simply and just rationing everything and not being wasteful. And it's honestly one of the best lessons that came out of COVID is just learning how to simplify my life. I am definitely far from being a minimalist, and I don't think I will be a full minimalist in my life because there are things that I enjoy doing that require certain material things, including photography and writing in school, and I love reading. And so the one thing that I have excess things in is books. I just collect books because I love reading books. I read like 5 to 6 books at a time. But the whole point is, even though I probably won't become a full minimalist in my life, I definitely have acquired different types of habits that have helped me really save money and just not be wasteful and just live in gratitude of what I do have and not be focused on what I don't have. And that's a really hard lesson to learn, especially when you're in a season of loss and you're losing a lot of things around you. It's really difficult to stay focused on what you do have because you're missing and yearning for the things that you don't have. And being able to go through this experience definitely taught me the importance of the impact that has. I never thought living in isolation for a few months would transform me and transform my life, but knowing that it helped me become more minimalistic in my living and the ways I spend my money really was such a huge benefit. And it'll be interesting to see if anyone else learns this lesson. I hope you have a beautiful day, and thank you for watching. And if you have any experiences with living more simplified, I'd love to hear them and read about them. So comment below and we can start a conversation.